Ever since Samsung decided to make the Fold 3 compatible with a specialized version of the S Pen, in addition to sort of shuttering the doors on the Galaxy Note factory, which you could argue the S22 Ultra is simply a Note by another name. But at any rate, since these two things happened, there's been a ton of speculation about what the Fold 4 would look like, and a lot of people have speculated and rumors have swirled about the possibility of an S Pen silo being included on the Fold 4. Now, I'm someone that will tell you straight up, it is extremely important to have the pen right there with you all the time. Having a pen that you can leave behind, you can forget that it can detach from your device because magnets aren't very strong. That is not good. I know a lot of people that have an iPad. I used to work with people that would carry an iPad for their job with a pencil stuck to the top, and I cannot tell you how many of those things got lost. Or the solution that they had with the Fold 3, if you want to call it a solution, wherein they just had cases with the pen sort of stuck to it, of which there were many different options. But if you ask me, go away expert online, I don't think that this is a super great solution, right? It's just going to add bulk. It's going to add size, width to an already rather large device. Of course, the S Pen silo makes more sense than anything else. But you also have problems there, right? Because when you put the pen inside the device, you lose room for something else, probably going to be the battery. The battery life already is not something that people are super happy about with the Fold 2 and the Fold 3, although I think it's more than sufficient. You don't want to lose any of that, right? Because some of the other devices last a lot longer. So you don't want to cut into that battery life by inserting a pin in there. So all these rumors were going around. Will the pin be inside? Will it be another outside pin? We really didn't know, but we do have something interesting to talk about here today because we have a tweet from Ice Universe who tends to be right about a lot of this stuff here. If we pop over here to this tweet, Galaxy Z Fold 4 will not have built-in S Pen. Fold 4 will be a little smaller and a little bit thinner. This is correct. No one likes a brick. And I think that that's probably a pretty fair assessment in terms of that last bit. Now, whether or not this is accurate, right? Like I said, he's been right about a lot of stuff. But in terms of like what Samsung should be focusing on, okay, do you put the pen inside and you reduce the battery, or do you focus on making the device thinner so that it's thinner when it's folded over? Is that your primary concern? And I think that the answer is that probably should be their primary concern. How many people bought that pen, the pen that you have to buy to use on that device? Because you can't just buy any of the S Pens. You got to buy the special one for the Fold 3. How many people bought that pen? They probably know, right? So they probably know how important it is or it isn't to get the pen inside and if it's worth taking away from the battery life. Now, if we talk about some of the renders that had come around before, we'd seen some that really seemed like they were going to be pretty accurate. This one was posted on Phone Arena, made by someone called Wakar Khan, I believe is how you would pronounce that. And this render looked really, really accurate, right? You have the S22 Ultra style camera bump. You got the fingerprint scanner built into the side there. You've got the same very tall, very narrow, skinny display. You've got the under display camera on the inside. But the thing that he got maybe wrong that a lot of people, like I said, had speculated about was that pin silo. As we come around to this part of the video, as it sweeps down and looks at the bottom, he makes a very a deliberate move here to show you that S Pen silo being there because, like I said, a lot of the rumors early on had that pin there, but it appears maybe now that that is not the case. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about this as well. You know, when we talk about things like the Surface Duo and the Duo 2, obviously they have the Surface Slim pen, but there's not a way to stow a pen that large or any pen inside Duo or Duo 2. So if you're on the original Duo, perhaps you're using one of these pin loops. But if you're on Duo 2, you've got the pin cover that magnetically attaches the pin to the back. In my mind, that is still inferior to having the pin be able to be stowed inside. Now, a device like Duo 2 is still less than 6 millimeters thick. So where would you put a pin into the device like that? So what I want to know from you guys is how important is this to you? Fold 4 doesn't have the pin silo. Is that a deal breaker for you? On Duo 2, another pin heavy device, would you like to see some way to keep it stowed more directly? Is the pin cover good enough for you or not? At any rate, here's kind of a quick update on at least that part of the rumor. And to close things down, we also have another person here reporting, another sort of leaker on the internet that always sounds weird to me, saying that serial production for the S Pen for the upcoming Galaxy Fold, the Z Fold 4, has begun in several Eurasian countries. So the pen is coming. There is a pen coming for the Fold 4. Perhaps a new reworked pen probably is not going to be stowed inside. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.